WAM. Oh, it's that time for the Unleashed Voice. The Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community. Featuring my mama, Gwen GQ, and David Skinner Clemens. Oh, let me hear that, boy!
Hey, dear. Look at that.
Ow. Ow! This is the S to the K to the double E to the E to the E to the R. I spelled my name wrong. The S to the K to the double E to the T to the E to the R. It's hot outside. Sitting here with the G to the Q, and I'm sitting here with Dr. Doolittle, G to the OOCH. And we in the house. And we all fired up. Hello, somebody!
What kind of retard spell?
Dr. Doolittle.
The lady called it Dr. Doolittle one time. It's hot outside, and my mother getting on my nerves today with these stories. And Eddie got oily skin over here, and him and Robert dressed it like we in the house, and we all fired up.
You know, the good thing about it is that I made your nerves.
Technically, God did. You didn't.
No, I made them nerves, baby. Me and your pappy.
It's your daddy. Daddy's your daddy.
5 o'clock hour in Memphis, Tennessee, and the sun is disrespectful today.
It is.
This is the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community radio show. I'm sure you can tell by now. We are on AM 990 KWAM Talk Radio, baby. And the mission of the Unleashed Voice is to be the premier soundboard for the LGBTQ community in the Mid-South. We have 3 principles: education, empowerment, and enrichment. Those are the things that we wish to accomplish while we're on the radio show. And also, we want to celebrate, affirm, and uplift the LGBTQ community. And we hope that during this show, you will receive some relevant information that cause you to ask some questions. And while you're listening to us, why don't you go ahead and call your friends and tell them to tune in to AM 990 or go to relationshipunleashed.com, download our app. You can look at us in the studio on our live stream because we got something for you today, baby. Right now, I'm going to turn this segment over to my son, Davian, because he got something on his little bitty mind. What's on your mind, son?
Let's talk about President Obama visiting Kenya and lecturing the president on our gay rights movement.
That went over your head.
I heard you. And his country's gay rights records. You know, in Kenya, it is punishable that a man and a man, or woman and a woman, is punishable up to 14 years in jail. It is illegal to be same gender loving in Kenya. And President Obama, he spoke to the Kenyan president on those laws in Kenya, and they discussed our laws and our evolution here in the great United States of America. So kudos to our presidents for going to another country to speak about the evolution of our country and speak about the oppression and discrimination in other countries to the leaders in the country, not being afraid to speak up for what is right in the world today.
That's good. I hope he took the Air Force and the Army and the Marines and everybody with him over in Kenya.
Right.
You know, they notorious for shooting planes down over there.
No, I'm not gonna do
in that part of the world. Well, what's on my mind is today they laid Miss Bland to rest today.
Sandra Bland.
In Chicago. And even though it's still a lot of controversy and mystery around her death, surrounding her death, people are not going to go away, and we're not just going to be settled with the story that's been given to the media. It's too many unanswered questions, and too many things keep coming up. Doctor videos and edited videos and just the dash cams on the police squad car. And it took me back to when I was stopped by a police officer. And it made me think that it could have been me in that instance with Miss Bland. And this not to say anything about all police officers. We're not saying all police officers are bad. Definitely that's not what we're saying. Because I love the police. I love the police. And I love anybody that wear the badge, because it's not an easy job that you can do. But sometimes people get through the crack and get in, and you could tell from the videos and the conversation and the recording of that encounter between her and that officer and the thing that led up to her suicide, that something was wrong and something wasn't handled right with the officer that was in charge of being a public servant that day. And I don't think he made good decisions when dealing with Ms. Bland. Even if she did commit suicide, I think something's going to come out of this where he's not going to walk away. Maybe he may walk away criminally, but civilly, he's going to end up with a lot of penalties and fines and probably sued out a lot of money and the city of Keelan, Texas. So I just want to, my condolences, even though I don't know her family or anyone, just publicly say that you know, I don't want to put up "if I die while in police custody" hashtag. What I didn't do for my family in those situations, because it's, you know, it's just happening too much, and I think people that's in their position have to be careful of how they deal with the public, because now those kind of incidents are going to spread like wildfire all over the United States, because social media allows us to all connect to each other. And people have cameras. They showed two incidents last week with encounters with the police, and neither one of those people came out. Somebody taped the man being hog-tied in South Haven. Someone taped the young man fighting with the officer on the cell phone and put the videos up on social media.
Well, you know, the guy, the officer.
Which one? Who was you about?
Sandra Bland.
Sandra Bland.
Mr. Encina. He was placed on administrative leave for violating the policies during the traffic stop, and I don't know what policies he violated or what they saw on the dash cam, but you know, I hate to Monday morning quarterback people. I hate to do that, but we do it. It's a natural instinct, but I would have handled it differently than that, but you know, I wasn't there, I wasn't in his shoes, but you know, like I said, I hate to Monday morning quarterback, but the department, I guess they saw something he did wrong, so they placed him on leave. So it's just sad, like you said, the hashtag, and I don't want to die in police custody in the videos and all the things. It's really sad. Come on, Dr. Gooch.
You got to introduce our guest, right?
Oh, we have the senior pastor of Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated in the house today, Dr. Darnell Gooch Jr.
Yay!
In talking about this is kind of very sensitive, especially being in my shoes, being a pastor. I don't want to say the wrong things, then folk won't show up at church on Sunday. But I think Monday morning quarterbacking has been the issue in a whole lot of circumstances as it relates to stuff that goes on in our world if we're not there and actually in those shoes during those particular moments where those altercations and stuff are occurring. I think it's hard for us to say what we would have done and what we should have done. Coming from a perspective of leadership or in a capacity where you have authority like that, sometimes it's hard for individuals to say, this is what you should have done. I don't think everyone operates in the same capacity far as doing things strategically, one step at a time. This is the first step, second step, stuff like that. I think that when incidents happen, sometimes you may have to go from 1 to 10, all in a couple of seconds, depending upon how you perceive that particular altercation or threat. And I can't say why the officer in the Ms. Bland incident reacted the way he did. Only he knows, because he was there. The video shows, and we hear bits and pieces of it, but the video shows partial. I can't see what's in the car, what she's doing, or you know, how he perceived her at that particular time.
The video I saw the first one I saw, it was just when she was on the ground, and then I saw another one where she was at the car. But I saw one yesterday showing his dash cam when he was behind her, and she said when he walked to the car, and he asked her information, and she was clearly upset. And she told him, well, you asked me why I was upset. I was upset because you was following me so close. And you were following me so close, so I moved over to let you by. Then you put your signal on, you put your lights on and said I failed to signal. So that's where it started. Mm-hmm. And then someone put up a post today that if black women learn how not to be sassy and talk back, they might get out of the situation alive. So I thought that was really insensitive because, you know, we are opinionated. And I know I am. So
well, I don't think it's just with black women. I think that's
hold that thought right there. We at the 5:15 hour, so we're gonna take our first break and we're gonna continue this dialogue and move on through some more
people are crazy
incidents this week. This
black
is
women.
The Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community.
Crazy
Radio show. Stay right
crazy.
there. AM 990 KWAM.
you're clear.